You're grazed, but hopefully you're on fire. Are you on fire? Please say yes. Hey guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here today, checking out Sector Unknown, kind of a outer space RPG tactical turn-based kind of thing where I'm going to try and unite a bunch of planets for the benefit of all, or bend them to my dark visions. You know, either way's good. And we've got a full-on RPG setup here, so Prisoner A364, that was my nickname in high school. It was kind of ironic, really. So right now, I'm an industrial saboteur, a notorious saboteur for hiring, always delivering to the highest bidder. And that gives me industrial saboteur, of course. Flourishes in chaotic environments, adept at leveraging situational awareness to exploit weakness within industrial systems and structures. So all of that seems to say skill points +1. And then tactical adaptability, a refined skill for identifying and exploiting structural weaknesses. So seems to me I can blow up buildings wicked good. Armor penetration +5. What are my other options, if any? Shipjacker, claim jumper, data raider, narcotics trafficker. Well, okay. What does that give me? Contraband connoisseur. Don't seem to get any benefit out of that. Evading detection with cunning and grit. Okay, and then guile for dodger. Evasion chance +5. Sounds kind of fun. What are my other options here? Quite a few. Forager, revolutionary. That sounds kind of interesting. What is that? Insurgent instinct. Perk points +1. Okay, I don't even know what our perks are yet, but I've got +1 of them. And Insurgent's resolve. Action points +2. Ooh, that's got to be good. If we're dealing with turn-based tactical, it's got to be good to have +2 action points. I'm never going to turn that down. I don't know how many action points there are. Maybe there's 1,000 and +2 is nothing, but +2 action points in turn-based tactical, that's got to be a pretty good thing. You know, let's just stick with revolutionary. So what's my personality? I'm observant, perception up, vision up. Very, very sensible. What are my options? Inventive, diplomatic, ruthless, devious, analytical, daring, rational. Well, that's definitely not me. Methodical, definitely not me. Inquisitive and predatory. Those could go. What's predatory? Just for asking. Luck +10. Okay, so luck +10. And then aggression +1. I don't think I'm the aggressive type. I'm the sort of, oh dear, you're shooting me. I should probably try and shoot you back. How about, say, devious? Larceny up, aggression up. So larceny, are we going to be stealing things? Bending rules to their advantage with skillful manipulations, larceny up +10. Okay, how about inventive? Is there crafting in this? I would imagine there is. There's engineering +10, and then coordination +1. Okay, let's roll with that. Let's just do that. Again, we're just checking it out. We're just seeing what's going on here. And show me skills. Okay, so I've got 30 skill points, it looks like here. I've got some very common things that I'm going to expect to see in an RPG. Intimidation, perception, luck, science, etc., etc., etc. Piloting. Interesting. Okay, so we might be flying a spaceship of some sort. Let's give myself a little bit of combat. So how about 2 in pistols, 2 in swords, 1 in rifles. Okay, and then I've got carbines and knives over here. Finances. What does that do? Knowledge of finances. Okay, fair enough. Let's boost that up a little bit. If we can make some money, let's make some money here. Now, I'm already good at engineering, so I'm already +10 on that. How about persuasion? It's an RPG. Let's put 3 into persuasion. I don't know how many of these I need. This is as far as I've ever gotten the game. You're looking at my entire life experience in Sector Unknown. So do I need 50 persuasion to do anything? I don't know. How about maybe perception? That's going to be a good one. Let's do 3 there. Luck in any RPG is going to be good. I'm going to boost that up to 5. And hope that pays off. And then again, I'm good at engineering, so why don't I be good at other things like science and biology? Okay, I'm wicked good at those. Well, I'm too good at those. I'm 2 points good at those. Not too good like I'm excessively good. I don't think anyone could be too good at biology. But I'm 2 points good in that. What have I got left? 8 points. All right, what if we just kind of spread things out a little bit? Let's put a couple of points into larceny just because it sounds fun. And computers. Maybe we're going to hack some computers or something. And I might not get a sword right off the bat. Maybe I'm going to get a knife. So put a point into that. 2 points left. How about 1 in piloting? And then let's just go all in on perception there. Okay. Am I happy with prisoner A364? Yeah, as happy as I plan to be. Nope, we haven't spent our attribute points yet, so we got to get into that. Coordination. We'll boost that up a little bit. Speed. Actually, we can get a lot of points going on in here. Intelligence. Again, I'm good at engineering, so let's kind of double down on engineering here and intelligence and be wicked smart about things. Probably strength, because I bet you there's going to be a carry capacity. Vision probably helps with perception, and I've already put a lot of points into perception. So let's go ahead and do that. I bet that's going to affect like my aim and how far I can hit people with a gun. And then aggression, I'm not really feeling that one as much. Coordination probably helps my combat too. Speed might help how, my initiative in combat, so let's boost that. And then I can put 1 point into aggression just to spend all my points there. Am I good? And we wake up aboard a prison vessel, which is not wholly surprising. My name was Prisoner A364, I believe. Open my eyes, and I pry open my eyelids, blurred outlines of your surroundings. You're awake, that's good. A hint of relief or anticipation. One of those is creepy, one of them isn't. Who are you? I'm your prison mate. Seems you've been out cold for quite a spell. Okay, and I'm supposed to be finding my way out of the prison. We have a decision to make, an important one if we're going to survive. You'll understand soon enough. Sizes me up with a discerning, not a discerning glaze. That would be weird. If you just sort of glazed me. I don't know, maybe like a nice mustard glaze or something. That would be tasty. I would be tasty. Like I said, it's about survival. Hadn't had a proper meal in ages. Our gracious hosts don't intend to change that. We need sustenance. So find food, okay? Prisoner leans in closer. We have a decision. Yes, you covered the fact we have a decision to make. Either the leg or the bottom is the least painful. Ah, you're planning on eating me. Oh, got it. You're a cannibal. Or at least you'd like to begin the process of cannibal. You want to kind of take a few short steps down the cannibal track. Yeah, that sounds an awful lot like cannibalism. How about we eat you first? How about I'm a cannibal? A look of panic briefly crosses his face. That's not how it works. It was my plan. So we're having an argument between cannibals here. This is it's an unusual start. Okay, is he actually going to eat me? That's unfortunate for you. I was offering you a chance. A slim hope. Desperation makes beasts of us all. Get a knife. All right, prisoner produces a shiv and is about to hand it over before halting mid-motion. Hold up, this is too smooth. I don't mind. Can we just get to the part where I start punching him? There we go, I found it. Okay, so start combat and stab chalk. Yeah, let's just start combat. Okay, I'm not on the menu. You're not on the menu either. I'd really prefer not to eat you. I mean, I think we're on a prison ship. I think they're sort of obliged to feed us. I can zoom in a little bit here. Okay, what's my gig here? What have I got going on down here? Damage. Okay, armor, health, and action points. Great. So I've got 8 action points. A hard stab. Got it. And then a blade dance. Attack 2 times. No criticals on that. Through the seams. Ignores armor, but less chance to hit. Hemorrhagic strike. Bleeding or leaking. Okay, that's good. We probably want to do that. Can I do that, like, right from here? Okay, go ahead and do that. I'm out of range. Okay, that's AP 3. So go to there, and now can I do this thing on you? So stab you. Oh yeah, that hurt him a lot. That hurt him quite a bit. Now what can I do? End turn. That's about all I'm probably going to be able to do to you, right? I've got 3 action points left. I could try and get out of the way, I suppose. That way he'd have to suck up a lot of action points coming to me. Did he just die out? He just bled out. Oh, that was easy. And the door just magically opens. Anything I should be looting, perhaps? Because right now I've got 1 knife and not much else. We've got a guard over here. Hi, I stabbed the guy in the cell that was with me. I don't know if that's like a faux pas around here. Looks like with speed 7, if I had speed 7, I could just auto-kill him. Just sort of rush up and stab him in the neck or something. The door just opened. Okay, so he's not thrilled. Shoot to kill for any prisoner that tries to escape. Yeah, that's probably a good move. I did just kill a guy, and then I busted out of my cell. This probably is a shoot on sight kind of thing. Start combat. persuasion. See, if I'd had more persuasion, I could have done something with this, or intimidation. I did need a lot more points. I should have favored one thing over the other. Okay, we'll give a shot at starting combat, and hopefully I can make all of this come together. He's got a firearm, and I totally don't. I do have a lot more health than him, though. So if I go over here, and I like this bleeding thing. Let's bleed this guy and stab you. Okay, that didn't do nearly as much damage. You must have way more armor. Way more armor. Go ahead and just end the turn. Okay, you bled out a lot there. Wow, that bleeding is ridiculous. And you chose not to shoot me, which is weird. I would have totally shot you, dude. So just, I don't know, stab him again. Okay, that happened. Now you, I can loot. So you've got a detention key card, a data pad, and an E14 jeweler. Neat. Can I see what that is? It's a standard issue. Is that a pistol, a rifle? It's a pistol. Okay, good. I'm fairly good at all of those. All right, so how do I now equip that? Gene flux, bulwark, steel thread. Oh, these are all items. I don't have any of them, but these are all items. How would I get to my inventory? Character, party, probably character. All right, so, yes, thank you, character management. Can I put this? There we go. Switch that out for that. Let's try the pistol game. So probably I would guess go up here and use the key card. But if I hadn't, I don't know how I could avoid killing that guard and getting the key card. But if I hadn't, I could do larceny or strength to deal with this. But obviously we're going to just use the key card, escape the detention block, and then find a way past the second doors. Okay. Do I have any kind of stealth or crouch or anything like this? Let's go in here, see if there's anything to be... It's just a corridor. Not really what I need. That's an oil slick. I betcha I might be able to do something with that. I do like the little, watch out, the floor is slippery kind of thing. This seems to be all blocked off here. Okay, how far can I see? Not very far is the answer to that. Nothing to take in here. Ooh, that looked really lootable. Why is that not lootable? There we go. There's where the looting is. Ooh, there's a gene flux. Okay, so that's like a med kit. Got it. And euphoria, persuasion up. Okay, neat. And indeed, I've got one down there now. Something else around here was lootable. Yeah, that thing's lootable. A bunch of iron. Okay, so it sounds like there might be some crafting to be done here. That sounds very interesting. That, I bet you, is locked. Okay, so I'm attempting to break into it. My larceny is too low. My wife has been saying that about me for ages. How about this one over here? Nope, larceny too low again. Yeah, I should have, like any good RPG, I should have put more points into one thing instead of trying to spread it out. Gas cylinder containing toxic gas. Well, definitely I'm having that. I don't suppose I can get into this one, can I? No, larceny too low. All right, one more shot at the locker down here. No, larceny too low. Okay, I definitely should have put way more points into single things rather than trying to spread the love around. I've got a computer desk over here. I'm not bad at intelligence stuff. Medical computer, doctor's journal. Okay, yeah, download the data. Successfully download that. So I've got science points. Engage with terminals, data pads, etc., etc. Use these points for research. Okay, got it. So the more sciencey things I do, the more I'll be able to research is what I'm reading into that. And what do we got over here? Okay, so open the door to the reactor core. Oh, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound like a good thing to be in at all. That's why I'm going to walk in here, obviously. Am I going to immediately keel over from radiation? I betcha I will. Nothing going on over here. How about... Okay, what do we got here? What's this? This is the reactor's control station. Ooh, meltdown time. Let's get some 3 Mile Island action going on here. Read reactor instructions. I never do this in the real world, but we'll do it here. Welcome to the heart of our ship, the fusion reactor. Properly maintaining and operating this vital system is essential for the safety and functionality of the entire vessel. How do I blow it up? That's another whole bunch of science points there. I don't know how many we spend on research, but I'm accumulating thousands of science points at this point. What else is going on around here? I'd love to find any more looting or anything like that. No, this just seems to kind of tap out over here. Can I get through this door? Nope, doesn't look like it. Can I get into there from the back end? Got a locker over here with some credits, another gene flux, and overclock. So that would give me computers plus 10 if I needed a little boost to my computer skill. Doesn't seem to be much else going on in the reactor room. So let's just kind of keep plugging along here, see what's going on. Well, over on the other side of the corridor, I've got a box of junk and some more credits. Don't know quite what the junk does. Maybe I can use it for crafting, or maybe I can just sell it to somebody. Ah, all sorts of lootables over here. Insects. Flesh-eating insects, no less. Not just your regular insects. Flesh-eating insects. I put the strangest things in my pockets in RPGs. I keep telling that brain-dead Murphy to stop leaving security keycards in the lockers. Thank you for the tip. So obviously, look for a locker, and bingo, keycard. Right there. Thank you for the tip. So here's another good security tip. Seeing as you're all worried about security, maybe don't tell people where the security card is in an easily accessible note. I got another computer over here where I could check the cameras, methodically cycle through the camera feeds. Switch to the camera overlooking the cargo bay. You find 3 guards milling about. Okay, movements and positions you consider. Okay, so we've got an idea maybe they've got a pattern. They've got a sort of a patrol pattern that we could exploit. I can't do anything with this. I could temporarily drain all oxygen in the cargo bay or trigger the emergency crash protocol. I should have dumped way more into larceny. How about crew payroll? Now, if I had finances, I could look into their accounts and see if, I don't know, something I could exploit there. But return to the base directory. Star Frontier Expansion. Record authored by the General Benjamin Alonzo. Star Frontier has temporarily withdrawn most personnel from the sector. Our plans are for a return. Okay, that'll probably come up at some point, no doubt. And that only leaves this area over here to explore. Okay, so obviously I've got the key card. I can use that. I found a way past the second doors. Make my way to the cockpit. Okay, can do. Step into the main chamber. Wide and dimly lit crates and storage lockers. Well, looting. Unfortunately, there's somebody there. There's the 3 guards right there. So if I'd had that computer skill, I could have sucked the oxygen out of here, and I bet they'd be unconscious at this point. I can't persuade them. I can't intimidate them. We're just going to have to try and kill them, he says optimistically. All right, there's one right over there. Can I just take a shot right from here? So charged blast, less to hit, more damage. Quick trigger, attack twice, no crits. Kneecap. Okay, so it's going to take 2 action points for him. That's pretty good. Or set him on fire. Well, obviously, that's what we're going to do. I can use my med kit, or I can obviously just end the turn. Well, the bleeding worked out really well with the stabbing. So maybe the setting somebody on... What do you mean, out of range? For a pistol? Are you serious? Okay, move slightly... There we go. Okay, wow, that's a really short range on a pistol. Okay, set this dude on fire. You're grazed, but hopefully you're on fire. Are you on fire? Please say yes. Can we get a regular... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, lots of things just happened. He died. That's a positive thing. That's a good thing. These guys rushed in. So you guys should be in range now, right? Can we just shoot you? Okay, you're shot and on fire. Can I do the same to you and just stand here? Yep, sure can. Do I have an ammo in this? Do I have a sort of ammo count? It doesn't look like it. Looks like you just keep shooting. You guys have guns, so it doesn't really matter. Actually, I say it doesn't matter where I go. These pistols have very short range. If I get out of here, yeah, okay, they're shooting me. They're a little fussy. Let's do. I shoot you from there. Thank you. Please be on fire. By the way, please be on fire. Be on fire. There you go. Okay. Hopefully you're on fire and you're gonna die in the next turn. Let's see what happens there. Oh no, he's not dead. Yeah, no, he's wicked not dead. He's having a good old time shooting me. He's just loving the shooting me. He's wicked into the... Okay, shoot him in the face. Boom. There you go. You're dead. I got to move up one, and then one more, and then one. Okay, wow, this is a short... Okay, I'm going to stand at point-blank range, and I don't have any action points left. So we're just going to stand here and shoot each other in the face. I may as well set you on fire. I can't see why I wouldn't, frankly. And then shoot you with a normal shot here. Boom. Okay. Hopefully next turn, yeah, you're going to die. You're just going to burn out there. Okay, that seemed to go pretty well. I didn't lose a lot of health. I could use... Let's use one of my gene flux things here. There we go. I'm back up to full health. And let the looting begin. So you've got another one of them duelers, and so do you. And so do you, and you've got a data pad. Overworked, underpaid, running out of patience. Okay, but I like get stuff. Paladin Mark 1. Let me look at what I just got there. So the Paladin Mark 1, damage 8 to 16, as opposed to my 6 to 12. Well, this is obviously better. And then where was that? I got a lot of data pads down here. I should probably sell those to somebody for money. It's a bunch of locked containers down here that no way I'm getting into those. Ooh, lots of stuff. Box of junk. Unknown tool. Credits. And the Devil's Pact injector. All right, all sorts of neat stuff in there. Well, I hope it's neat anyway. There's no way. I'm not even going to try to get into the lockers. Obviously, my larceny is way too low. A tuber. No longer compatible with any contemporary devices. And then more money. All right, so can I now get through here? Yep, sure can. And someone piped up on the PA here. Please make your way to the cockpit so we can discuss the next steps. I'm an advanced synthetic intelligence tasked with managing this vessel. My immediate priority is ensuring your safe extraction from the ship. Okay, it's crucial you make your way down to the cockpit. Fine, I'm on my way, kid. Right after I check what this is, the only remaining escape pod. Isolation is accentuated by the empty docking bays. Okay, can I open the pod door? Interface panel displays a clear message. The pods are locked. Gotcha. Cease interacting with the pods. And I think we are where we need to be here, so let's interact with the computer. Comes to life and the voice once more can be heard over the speakers. As we are constrained by time, my model number is TX930, shortened, of course, for your memory. My core is encapsulated within a cognitive matrix, sole method by which I can continue to provide you with assistance. Why are you helping me? There's no time for lengthy explanations. The escape pods are down the corridor. I'll unlock them for you, but you must take me with you. Sure. Yeah, I'm basically fine with that. This is the only person who hasn't tried to kill me. The only thing that hasn't tried to kill me. When you're about to duplicate my cognitive matrix from the ship's core into the portable interface module, the version of me integrated with the ship won't survive its destruction, but yeah, we're just going to copy you. We'll copy and paste you. And this little AI computer thing has engineered a crash onto the planet. So we are going down in flames because TX930 says so. Staying aboard the ship is no longer beneficial, but why the crash? Star Frontier usually writes off wrecked ships. Okay, so I've copy and pasted TX930 here, and now I've got to get to the escape pod there. Do take good care of my other self. I will ensure the ship stays on its trajectory. Got a lot of experience for that. So is that now the pod that I can activate here? Okay, the hatch remains firmly shut. Open the door. Okay, yep, find the security protocols have been disabled. So at least the AI thing didn't lie to me. We are actually going to get out. Yeah, no, get in, kid. And we have crashed down onto this new planet here. I seem to come equipped with a spacesuit. TX930 is still here with me. Welcome to Maku. It's remote enough we should avoid detection from Star Frontier for a while. An abandoned mining facility in the west could provide us with shelter and resources. Okay, yeah, let's just get moving here. I've been gaining a lot of experience. Do I have any kind of level up available to me? No points here. No points here. Do I have a count of my experience and therefore, like, what I would get to the next level here? So what do we got? Kills during ground combat, kills during ship combat, and science-y points. Yeah, I got 3,000 science-y points. There's a bubble. Okay, just a random bubble. What? Oh, it's a fast travel. Oh, the Maku pod to the Maku mining facility. Can I just fast travel? Oh, I can. I'd be like, I want to go over here. I probably should have spent a lot more time exploring, but here we are. So next move is to get the power up and running so that we could potentially turn this into a base, like somewhere we could actually set up shop here. Towering doors, the sci-fi mining facility, sense of scale and sheer engineering. A monitor flickers to life, mining doors lockdown protocol. Please enter the proper code. I do not have the proper code, but Brandon does, and he might be dead. Okay, he might not be, but he might be dead. This individual held quite the grudge against Star Frontier. They need to track down Rodriguez. Brandon Rodriguez has the code to get in here, and we're not really going to do anything else until we find him, except continue looting. So we found some zinc, and what else have we got over here? Ooh, all sorts of stuff. A mine. That's kind of fun. Robot parts, a metal sphere. I kind of get the vibe we might be making our own robot to maybe put this AI personality into. I just kind of see that one coming. I've played a few RPGs in my time. Oh, hang on. Got a corpse. Got a corpse. Okay, so these are the power reactors. I was just kind of bumming around here looking for the power reactors, and I seem to have stumbled across the power reactors and a corpse. Now, in a best-case world, this would be Rodriguez. So credits, a paladin, a model pyramid. Okay, I'm thinking junk. We're probably just going to sell that to a trader or something. Got some narcotics and a data pad. Really pulling the plug on this whole operation. Nobody's been paid in months. And that is, indeed, Rodriguez. No info on the codes, though. Oh, there it is. Codes right there. Right there. Perfect. Just what I needed. So that should get me in over here. So I've got the code. Yep, I've got the proper code here. And we should be able to just crack the doors open. The machinery stirs. And we pop right inside. Now we got to figure out a way to turn the generators on. But of course, not before the looting. So loot that. I'm definitely not going to be able to get into that. I don't think I can do much of anything without larceny 10. It's not even worth trying to lockpick these things. Ooh, these are perfectly lootable, though. What have we got there? Magnesium gel. I haven't had that in a couple of years. And copper. Excellent. What might be going on? Oh, yeah, all sorts of looting. All the looting is happening here. More zinc. What do we got in here? Oh, tons of stuff. Eco gel. Oscillator. Caroxin. Aluminum. Yeah, we're definitely doing some crafting in this game, and probably not a small amount of it either with all these materials that I'm getting. Well, I've looted everything I am able to loot. Again, I need to be a much better thief to get into some of these locked crates here. I can't immediately find a key card or something to get into this next door, get into the next area here. So that's probably an excellent place to call in this quick little look at Sector Unknown. Again, just kind of diving in, checking it out, see what we got here, and then diving right back out again. Guys, do please let me know what you thought of this in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours. We'll see you next time. But maybe we close the door during a zombie apocalypse, Cinnamon, huh? It's just basic security technique. If the door is closed, Cinnamon, the zombies are going to have to work harder to get in. What you've done is put up a big sign on the top of your roof here that says, "Hey, zombies, this way for food." All right, is there an actual fire, or are you just telling me that fire is a thing that exists? Because I'm very familiar with that. Fire loves me, and it wants to be near me at all times. And I'm pretty sure they're trying to beat him to death with a baguette, which is less effective than you might commonly think it would be. I have created epic fruitcake. Those words have never been uttered in the entirety of human history. That sentence has never come together. I have made epic fruitcake.